We have tweeted, and we're officially live. Look at us. Look at us. Hello and welcome. Episode 67. We're going to do a little recap of Yo Joe June. Nico's eating, so he's not on camera, and our fellow Joe historian Steve is with us again.
What's going on? Yo Joe June, it's been pretty shitty, actually.
I believe it's been Marvel Legends June more than anything. I mean,
man,
they've been dropping some heaters this month, and it's cool.
Marvel vs. Capcom June, baby.
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom June.
Pre-order every week, and they're all selling out.
Jumped in the mix, dude. Jada Toys has got everybody like jumping in that now.
Yeah, but what's that Juggernaut? $65?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's massive.
Yeah.
Steve, we're of two minds because I pre-ordered it immediately.
I mean, it's not my line. I mean, I could consider it, but I mean, that's a lot of money now for those.
Oh, you're not wrong, dude. It hurts.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I've been all in on the Marvel vs. Capcom line. I said the video games and the comic cards were how I got my Marvel when I was a kid.
Yep.
You know, so anytime I get anything like close to that, cartoons, video games, or comics, I'm in, and they got me. They got me there. There's been a few stretches of Marvel Legends that I've ignored. And this one, I'm just like, yeah, I need it. Those brighter, more saturated colors.
Torso, though, man. It's still got the joint, the joint in the torso. I don't even think the waist goes. I don't even think it bends at the waist. Like, I don't think you can.
For which?
At the waist,
so. Which character?
Juggernaut. The newest Juggernaut.
Oh, I think it's on the ball. I don't know. The waist doesn't move, but it's just like the ball torso on the top. You know, I'm cool with it. I have the old. I don't have the Build-A-Figure. I have the 80th 2-pack. Or was it the 40th? I had the 2-pack one, but I put the Build-A-Figure belt on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact they're doing the entire line though, putting it all out pretty fast is pretty. Yeah. Like that's a huge selling point. I think people are in on it because of that.
And also staggered pre-orders, like not everything went up on one day.
Yeah.
And it's all gonna release in different months, so it's easier.
As long as it releases at different times, then it's great. Yeah. But when a lot of times they stagger it and that shit all ships at the same time and you get hammered anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what's been happening for Yo Joe June for a lot of people.
Oh yeah, because the last 2 waves of Joes have finally decided. I just got dial tone.
Yep, me too.
Let's talk pickups. Just got these fuckers in, and these were like 2 waves ago.
Yep. I got those too. I like them. I think they're nice.
I like them both. And then I got
dial tone was delayed.
As much as I wanted to hate this, I really like it.
I'm waiting for mine. I can't wait. I have another.
So this was the Amazon one. My Pulse one is on its way. I'll have it this weekend. Dude, the only con I have for this is the stupid removable helmet. But I'm just a hater of removable helmets and hats. And then I would have liked to have a grenade that just stuck to there. Didn't have the action effect. Just a regular grenade that could have been in there.
Yep.
I think that would have gone a long way. And his guns suck too, but I mean,
my favorite thing is technically
when guns suck. I can just throw them away and get
my favorite thing.
I don't really complain about that.
Technically, physics-wise, that's not how the throwing should look. If he's throwing the grenade the way the Highlight throws,
because everything has to be like an underhand throw for this to actually work. And it's hard to the way the hose is. It's actually hard to get it in the overhand throwing position.
Yeah.
You can coming out to the side, but then the hose binds and it moves the backpack. So it is what it is. This is one of those silly design characters that I always thought was just kind of neat.
I liked him. I loved that he had the little tiny grenades as a kid. They were so hard to keep track of, but I love those.
But man,
it is odd to me that he's a zombie.
Should have.
I don't care for the unmasked helmet. I might actually glue the helmet on just to keep it.
Well, the mask is so good. I don't think anybody needs not to have the mask.
I have people fight with me all the time online. They're like, "Oh, I think it's great to remove." Dude, Cobra has some crazy iconic masks and helmets. Why take them off? It's like, dude, will we really want Copperhead with a removable helmet? Fuck no.
Nope.
I was about to make the same example.
It's like I know they're gonna have wetsuit, have a removable helmet, have that big old fucking Jerry curl underneath it. It's gonna be so annoying. You know, my original toy, he just had that helmet. It was just a guy in a helmet. He was cool as shit. It's just me complaining now.
Well, that's the only complaint they did with Heavy Duty, or no, it's a man. I'm forgetting his name.
So Heavy Duty's great. I have a head with the hat and a head with no hat.
The I don't have it with me. I got the new Chuck Norris. Yeah.
Which new
did we
Chuck?
lose?
Okay. Yeah, I think I lost you for a second there.
Yeah, it might be something on my end, maybe. Jeez. Forget the name of the company. It's a 1/6 scale missing in action Chuck Norris figure. I posted a couple pictures about it.
Oh, you got like a Hot Toys Chuck Norris?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I should have brought it upstairs, but yeah, that's probably my latest thing.
What era of Chuck is it?
It's the missing in action first movie. It's like 82, 83.
So the open denim.
No, it's army issue. It's like army clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I've got some like the Joes that have come in and stuff, but nothing else has really hit.
How do you like your dial tone?
I think he's good. I mean, I don't really have too many complaints. I think he's a good figure.
I'm a fan. My only nitpick is, and they did this with, who else was the small Tunnel Rat, where he had extra overlays on top of his overlay, and it just makes it kind of like, anytime you move it, it pops around. Like these grenades are always popping up. This should have just been on the green. They sculpt that on there, and he would be like one of the better figures that have come out.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I know what you're talking about too with the Tunnel Rat. I think they did a good job with the colors and the color scheme and the colorway.
Yeah,
and
there's just so much extra shit on them, and
it should have just been one solid. The strap should have been one solid piece instead of multiple pieces. I know what you're saying because it does get gappy.
Yeah, that's the only complaint. I went somewhere to store the megaphone or his little reader.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I might put a hole in the back of it and run like a string and make like a lanyard for it to tie around his waist or something.
That's fun too. I thought he was a pretty good figure.
Yeah, no, he's great. He's great. Not rock and roll. Heavy Duty, man. Goodness. Like this thing.
You give him the screaming face. One of his heads should have been the screaming face.
Yeah, like the no hat screaming face would have been cool. Just like where he's going hard.
Yeah. But I do like him. I think he's like a mix of like the Aliens, Space Marines,
totally, but I mean, like I get like if I'm like, dude, this is the figure I had as a kid, but then it's like completely updated and just it has this heavy Space Marine vibe to it.
Yup.
The big gun being modular and being able to use all this stuff is just super cool.
I like how it pegs in too, so you're able to like actually push in and like lock
everything's like really secure. Like it locks him in here. It's not going anywhere.
It's you can take the rocket launchers off if you want. I mean, I thought it was pretty. I think it's a pretty good figure overall.
I know now it's so modular and so cool. Part of me is like, I could just give this to a random guy and then have Heavy Duty holding like a minigun to kind of be his own thing. And,
I mean, that totally gives me like you can have a bunch of guys just rocking that set like the Space Marines.
Just like a regular, like a couple Steel Brigades rocking that.
Yep.
Give them something to do.
That's pretty rad, honestly.
Oh, dude, it's cool. It's cool. And this is the body that this torso is what that new Sarge is using. So this is another very big figure.
Yeah. Which it should have been. They did a good job with that.
It's great. It just stands right up with that gear on. I just stand him right up.
Yep.
It's awesome. It's really well done. Both of them. It's crazy. I think out of these three, the Frag Viper might be my favorite out of the box, but I have the most complaints about it too.
I haven't, like I said, I can't wait to get mine, but I love that one as a kid, so I'll probably have complaints because I liked it so much.
It's just the helmet for me, and but like I want a Python Patrol version. I'm so like. I want more Python Patrol. Just give me more of that gaudy, ugly shit,
That's funny.
It's true though. Like every time we get a character in Cobra, I'm like, yeah, I need Python Patrol too. Bobby with these. I love removable helmets, man. So many. I hate removable magazines too. Why do I need that on this little figure? You know, I glue them in a lot. Like if the ones that pop out all the time, I just glue them in.
Yeah, some of them are pretty loose, and that does suck.
I'll never pose them with that. You know, most of them, if they get the old Sunbill guns, that's the gun they're getting with no mag anyway.
That's true. That's
the laser rifle.
Yeah, hell yeah. Give me all that stupid shit, man. I'm for it.
That's true.
I am for it. Let me bring this up. I got 223 images. I mean, we'll
Jesus
cruise through
Christ.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot. We'll cruise through them pretty quickly.
It's too many.
I mean, it's everything that has been shown. It's not too many. See, look at that.
All right.
Let me turn this banner off here.
Are you in on this, Steve?
Yeah. It didn't get pre-ordered yet, right? It's not up for pre-order yet.
Yeah, this went up for pre-order.
All right, so then I definitely got it. I only think I got 2, though. I've been kind of cutting back. Like, it's good, but I don't even have my other one out yet. So, but the figure is key. The figure's key for the first 13.
See, I don't give a shit about this figure. Like, it's honestly going to be fodder. I wasn't going to pre-order this because I just didn't feel like I needed it. But then part of me is like, well, I mean, I can have that hooked to the All Striker, and then it's cool. It's good fodder.
Yeah, it's not gigantic either, but it does take away some of the luster that you already have one and just repainted.
I was going to say, we've had this in Cobra, right?
Yeah, so it does take away a little bit of the luster to it.
Didn't the original Joe version have like guns or like a radio tower on it?
No, it had just that. Then it had a separate like control panel piece that came off and connected to it.
Okay. I thought there was one that was like a radio tower or like machine guns or something. And
but that's a different thing.
Those are the pop rats. There's a flamethrower, machine guns, and I forget what that one is.
I was kind of wishing to get one of those instead.
Instead of just completely reusing
instead of just a straight repaint.
Yeah. Well, we knew once the first one came out for Cobra, we were getting there.
Absolutely. I mean, I know that's the Joe. That's the name of the game. I'm fine with it.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I bought it, but it's not something that I'm like, oh, this is such an amazing thing.
Yeah,
it'd be nice to
this was a separate pre-order I put in. I didn't pre-order it with everything else, so
yeah,
I wasn't completely sure that I wanted it or needed it. But yeah, man, a lot of people were big on to getting this this version of him.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Good. It's basically just what Grunt, Stalker.
Got it.
Yeah, it's the Grunt Stalker body with just
with a blonde head.
With a new head, yeah.
Which is a good body, so can't complain.
It's a very good generic, you know.
And the new Duke helmet.
Yeah. No, actually, I think it's a new helmet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got, so it might actually be a modified Grunt helmet.
Visor,
with the visor attachment on the front.
Yeah, so people buy multiples. It's easy fodder.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a new secondary. I was trying to see. I didn't know if it was the Grunt Breaker one, but I think it's new. I think that is a new secondary.
Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong. But we got some Ninja Force.
Yes.
I was hyped for this one. This one is. I love these characters.
I feel like these are much easier to adapt to a 2025 style for some reason. I don't know. I just think because they were already crazy when they designed them back then.
Yeah.
That it's just like a little bit of updating, and they look awesome for those things.
They look awesome, but I actually think they went like a little further than they needed to go for them because the original, like you said, the original ones were already overly designed.
Yeah.
Even though the red, Slice was just a guy in a red suit.
Yeah.
I still feel like they had quite a bit of embellishments on them already, and like these are like overly.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, but they're perfect ninjas. I mean, you look at this for the G.I. Joe.
Absolutely. I will never use any of these extra heads.
No, but
I mean, these guys are none of this extra gear is going on these guys.
no, I know, but they do look good. I do like that. I mean,
it looks great.
A lot of new accessories in there, so
yeah.
I saw some people say online they're going to use that Baldo old head to like try and make a hard master.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
because it's just like a generic kung fu looking Shaolin older man
with the the Valdo stance here from.
Dude, that's some Soul Calibur 2.
That's what I'm saying. Some Soul Calibur shit. Valdo, yeah.
That's
that is his name, right? Valdo, yeah.
Literally, that is so funny, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that blue mask is cool, but that's never getting put on.
They try to swing for the fences sometimes, but I agree with you. But there's a lot of new sculpt in there.
Oh yeah, there's so much new for this box here.
So it's interesting what we're gonna get.
This hat and cape is cool. You know? Like I kind of want to find a way to use that somewhere.
Just like Raiden.
Make your own ninja.
Yeah, you can easily make some ninja with that.
Use one of the
you put that shit on there for Hardmaster, right?
Well, I was gonna say use one of the blue or extra red ninjas you got for fodder. Use some of these parts and make your own ninja.
I could easily see that
because that's just Snake Eyes in the end of the day, right? So you could just make a guy out of that.
So cool. Yeah, they look good.
For all the hell I give Ninja Force, that's a sick 2-pack.
Yeah, it's an easy buy.
So also, it's an obscene amount of weapons for just guys.
All the new accessories and stuff are awesome.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get this pack. Like a lot of these double packs, people complain about the price. You get so much stuff in them. I think they're pretty well.
Especially when it's not reused parts.
Yeah, this is all new. Yeah, pretty much all new stuff here, and there's loads of accessories that you can dump on other characters that doesn't have as much.
Yep.
Customizers galore.
On the back of the box, there was this sword in the rock, and everybody got
Night Creeper, right?
Everybody got the speculating on it. They said, yeah, the Night Creeper leader from the Deke cartoon had that sword. I hope we don't get the Deke cartoon version. I hope we get this version. This is my Night Creeper leader, man.
Amazing.
I'd be interesting. I mean, I don't know. I think it's real easy to make the leader because we already got the Night Creeper. So,
right. But when the Night Creeper leader figure came out, that was when they had the V2s, which were the brighter neon. So it was kind of like a different era.
This would make more sense for Ninja Force too.
This would make more sense, but I feel like they would just reuse the figure that's already out, give a new head with some new secondary and that sword called a day. I mean, I wouldn't object to like a cross between the two.
I could see this fitting Ninja Force easily, like doing this one.
I would love to get this one. I really would, man. This was like this was a figure I vividly remember as a kid.
It's possible. We're getting all kinds of crazy shit now. So
we really are, dude.
Great.
Man, we really are.
This Buddha, man.
Crazy.
This was a character that I never really cared for. And what they did here was like legitimize it, in my opinion.
It's almost like they're forcing you to buy two of them. So like there's two different, you know what I mean? Like he's got two different unique looks.
He really does.
Sure. But see, in my mind, I'm like, I'll mix and match the parts how I want them to look. And anything that's extra could sell and get a little money back or trade for some other parts that I need.
Yeah, he was right in that time frame where I feel like these figures were so available and like everybody had this figure back in the day.
Yeah, he was a character. Actually, I didn't own this one, and I was just never.
I mean, they did kind of a sick job, dude.
Yeah, he came with some cool accessories back in the day, so I feel like they definitely kitted him out pretty nice.
Oh, this dude is decked. I love the the Japanese font on the one. That's just so cool. That's from like the old toys, man. That's how it looked on those old retro cards over there. I just think that's the coolest shit.
The late 80s stuff, yep.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Again with that damn FAMAS, man.
I know.
It's one of my most hated guns in this line because it's so hard to get them in their hands.
It's awful. It's such a dog shit weapon. Oh, it's so bad, dude.
Yeah, I do. So how are you planning on like doing yours up?
He's gonna be ninja. He never came with guns back in the day.
You're full samurai for you,
Yeah,
or you gonna do a little?
I mean, we'll see. Whatever his face will be, I'll decide on that. But he's gonna be full samurai. He didn't. To me, he didn't have weapons when I played with him or in my universe. Like meaning guns. He didn't have guns, I should say.
Yeah, I might go. I think I'm gonna go like a hybrid of the two.
Yeah, there's so many accessories. I got to see like how close you can get him to the original, and then like how many heads are there? There's like 3 or 4 heads, right? Or like the mask.
It's 2 heads,
and
but
then
this top knot is removable, so you can fit the helmets on.
Yeah.
But I see. I wish you could mix the mask because I would like the full mask with the old helmet.
Yeah.
I just think that would be a cool combination. But I'm kind of like feeling like the tactical top, but then the more vintage, samurai bottom here with the swords.
Yep.
I don't know. I definitely want to mix and match.
I mean,
they're gonna price him at deluxe price, aren't they? Like the deluxe figure.
He's already been put up for pre-order.
No,
so far I've been up.
He's retail. He's regular.
I guess I forget. I just do these pre-orders and forget.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I do it too.
It's also been a long month.
I mean, this went up week 1. This was week 1.
Yeah.
So everything in these slides, I'm kind of going in order as things dropped.
Gotcha.
Trying to be close to it.
Keep going. You're good. Did we lose him?
Oh man.
I think we lost him.
You guys?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That means the stream's gonna go down in a minute.
All right. I guess I'll watch my phone.
Yeah, stream's gonna go down in a minute because he's probably gonna bow out.
He's the host. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. Just a matter of time.
Power might go out. Damn.
That sucks, man. That sucks.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, because I don't have admin rights to like take over.
I just sent him a text.
Hello?
Oh.
Leonardo.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Once again. So as long as it didn't crash us, then I'll just pick back up where it left off.
I don't think it did.
All right, yeah. So that was the end of that was the end of that one. Of Budo. Onto this retro card bat, which I'm actually a pretty big fan of.
Yep.
I'm loving these Sunbow colors.
They nailed everything on this. The chest plates, all of it. Did a little extra.
I feel like it's with the chest plates about time. Like it's good that we got these, but now for me,
it's too late.
It's too late. I just kind of like them with them being open. I bought a bunch of them from Non-F, and so the last 2. What was it? The Arctic and the Iron
Grenadier. Yeah.
I don't know if it's reuse from the mold, but a lot of the chest plates have a hard time staying in for me. So I'm fine with just keeping them open now. I don't even care anymore. Like I just don't use the chest plates.
Yeah, this looks good though. I definitely. I mean, it's interesting. They did the light yellow color. Paint detail.
The retro card colors for me. The retro cards have been great for me with these brighter colors.
They have. I agree with you. The retro cards are definitely nailing it.
I will say though, I think it's time to move on from V1 bat now. If we want to do more bats, let's introduce a V2.
Respectfully, this is gonna sound controversial. I think it's time to just move on from bats.
Well, it's hard for me as a bat lover to even argue that because I feel like we've gotten more bats than anything else.
We have, and I would like to see, as crazy as it sounds, I want to see a fucked up purple and green Dreadnought back.
I was wondering if they were going to do one.
I would like to see one. I want some of the other ones. I want that green Nano bat. I want the Inferno bat. I want the bats that look like Transformers. They're like inspired from the Transformers.
Yep.
So there's a bunch of bats that I would like, but I say take a break from them that are based off the V1 and let's get like the V2 bat and then maybe Overkill. And then when you have some more bat parts, incorporate that back with some of these older ones and then mix, like the Inferno bat. We can make it look a little bit crazier. Throw some of Barbecue or Charbroil's gear on it. Make them look a little bit heavier, or make the BAAT, that big old fucking space bat if you want to get crazy. I love bats. More of them are great. Mindless robots are awesome. I just, take a little break from them now. We got the retro card.
Yeah, we can stop doing bats.
Yeah,
take a break.
It still looks. I can't wait to see it in hand. I mean, this is one of my favorite figures. I can't. Bro,
I'm a huge bat mark. When I had Joe's, I had 10 of these motherfuckers before even variants came out.
Bought another Python Patrol.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best figures they've ever made, regardless of version. Literally,
oh yeah, hands down.
The bat mold is one of the best ones they've ever done.
This is one of the characters that I recommend to people that don't get into Joe's. I'm like, just get a bat. He could be a great guy for your other figures to fight.
It's a cool robot to just have.
Yes.
Mindless robots are awesome.
Again, when I was seriously deep into collecting and just all in on I had 10 of these. Oh, just the regular one, the Wave 1 bat.
Yeah, I have 2 of every version. That's what I'm at.
Yeah. This is incredible.
I just finally tracked down my second retro card, Crimson Guard. So I'm excited now. I have 2 of those. I'm very excited to finally get another one of those. Yeah. I love the yellow, the patch on the shoulder, man, is what it just kind of...
The red face, the red visor, too.
Yeah.
Like, that's
And I know a lot of people kit bash these with the Python Patrol to get like that look. And I was like, dude, it's only a matter of time before they make them. I just kept holding off, and now here they are.
Also,
I love the weathering on the
battle damage head is still peak.
Oh yeah,
it looks good.
But I even kit bashed my Arctic bats. I bought extra Crimson Guard bats to get the gray gear and take off all the heavy extra padded gear just to keep them basic. I was like, my robots don't need more armor and winterized gear. They're
it's a robot.
Yeah, love it. The green shirts. I think these look much better than the renders and the
new pictures. Colors look a lot better.
Yeah. How many of these did you get, Steve?
They're generic. So, and these already went up for pre-order, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been buying 2. So. Only bought 2.
I got 2. I don't know why I got them because I'm not big into the army building of named G.I. Joe characters.
Yeah, in my eyes, Joe's don't army build.
I don't agree with that. Like, I feel like Joe's are specialized.
Joe's are cool because it's guy who does this job.
Well, and that's why I was like, dude, this is some of the best fodder. Like, that's probably one of the better pistols.
It is
the
good
best
fodder.
Guns.
Yep.
This secondary looks...
Because you never know. If I don't like it, I might like the fodder.
But that's why I got them. I was like, I'll get 2 of them, I can always throw a Steel Brigade helmet on it if I don't.
Yes.
Mix it up some.
But it's cool. I do love
basic figures,
Yeah, no. At the end of the day, if you're not a big Joe guy, but you just want a soldier for your backdrop diorama, take the gear off. That's just a generic old school style. And
these are way better than Marvel Legends stuff. So they would make the Marvel Legends stuff so you could easily pair it with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just
he's got good gear.
Yep.
It's just a base guard. Like, you could just put this on whatever military dio you got, and it's just guy who guards base.
Bobby said green shirts don't make sense, but they're good fodder.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, you leave them with the beachhead Duke gun, and then you give the Sunbow gun to somebody else. There you go. You're kitting out more shojos.
Buying it just for the Sunbow guns. No. Get more of these, please. Like, let's get different models. Let's get the Cobra version. The Cobra Island
is lacking.
The Cobra Island Vipers came with kind of like one that looks kind of like it, and I've been loaded up on those and giving them to all my guys. But the Super 7 bats come with one, like that big Sunbow Cobra rifle, and I would love to get that. I would also love to get that pistol that Flint used to rock in the cartoon. That'd be real cool. That laser pistol. Yeah, this thing, I've seen so many people complain about this set online. I think this one has more complaints than anyone else.
I think it's because everyone's so Energon Universe pilled on.
I think that's what it is.
Massive Mercer.
They all think Mercer should be massive as fuck, and he is a massive as fuck figure.
He's
but
big,
is bigger than everybody else. Though.
Because Sarge is bigger than life. It's Sergeant Slaughter. He's a man who is Joe.
He's just an ex-Viper. So
that's it. He's just a guy. You know? Exactly. He's a guy.
Mercer. I know a lot of people like Mercer. Mercer's not really one that was ever up high on my list.
Yeah, I guess because in the movie he kind of has more lines. He talks more.
Yeah.
The ex-Viper, so that's a thing where...
I mean, it's cool. I think what they're doing with him in the Energon universe is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think, like, modern comic-wise, he's very cool.
He's better than he was.
Yeah, I agree.
But also... I like New Sarge. I really dig New Sarge. I was hoping more for the Mustafa Iranian sympathizer Sarge.
I like how this Sarge is like 3 different Sarges in one.
Kind of almost there.
Yeah. And me, I'm actually going to mix him with my Renegade Sarge and just make a Tiger Force Sarge.
Honestly,
that's like what I'm doing.
I like him. I like him with the gung ho hat more than I do with his drill sergeant.
So I'm either going to use the gung ho hat or the sympathizer hat.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use the Marauders blue tank top with these pants, and like that's going to be my Tiger Force Sarge.
I don't know.
You know, because I'm just mixing the Marauders with Tiger Force.
It is funny though that when you look at that buck next to like the normal human buck, they made that man so torso heavy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The chocolate chip camo is cool on him too.
Yeah, I like that. But this holster and this pistol is going on my regular Sarge. Like, it's just going to the regular. Like, there's no question. It's yoink. That's coming right off and going on my green Sarge with the white belt. That white handle is just going to match too well.
I mean, he looks big enough. Like when you compare him to a regular.
Yeah, dude, he's a big figure. Whatever. He's bigger than most of those guys.
So. But I get where. Energon Glazers are like clamoring for they want the massive Mercer from the comics, but we're not there yet. Classified isn't done, so we shouldn't start making comic book characters yet.
I would really like characters from that comic, though.
I know, but give it time.
I mean, let's just mix them in. They've been doing a good mix of like classic characters and more modern characters.
True.
Throw some of them newer characters like Chameleon. Yeah. There's no reason why we don't have a Chameleon figure yet.
True, but also.
Whose gun is that right there?
That's Leathernecks.
Oh, no. That's a new gun.
He's talking about the one on the left.
And Mercer, it's a brand new gun. Yeah, so
Mercer gets a new gun.
Let me get to the loadout here.
I noticed that. Okay.
Yeah, we got quite a few new guns in this set here. You got this is new. This is new.
So that top right one is a reference to his gun from the Energon
and
universe.
The long pistol is new. Yeah, this is Energon universe. This is original figure and cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Sarge's massive grenade launcher is brand new.
This is supposed to be for his, was it the Warthog set?
Yes.
Yeah. But
he comes with the big grenade launcher and he has the cap.
Let me rephrase that. It's new for the line. We've never had that before.
Yeah. So there's a lot of new in this set too.
Yeah.
I mean, both these pistols are new. Yep. That rifle's new. That gun's new. Both of these guns are new.
Can I just say, I'm also very happy that it took us 3 Sarges to finally get a Sarge that doesn't have an AK-47. I'm just saying, like, I found it really funny that the quote-unquote most American dude ever had what is considered an illegal weapon in America. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
I really wish he had a massive deagle.
Yeah, just like
the revolver.
like the rocks from the second Joe movie. We just got a big ass Desert Eagle.
Yeah.
I do like the big chunky grenade launcher.
I like the new Vector. I'm all for guns with vertical front grips for your action figures. I think it's just easier to pose with your figures instead of having to open up the hand and you know whether it's right or wrong, I'm all for grips on the front of the guns.
Yeah.
Sarge over here Sarge is
massive though. New Vipers are awesome. Love those new Vipers.
Oh dude, they're so good.
They nailed those.
The whistle sculpted in head is so cool. That'll probably be the head that I keep on my Python Patrol version.
I like his Energon gun. I like that that's a subtle reference to the comics.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be overtly over the head. I also like that he's taking a break in the back while Sarge is beating up the rest of the Vipers. If you go back to the other image, Merce is just chilling on the rocks behind Sarge.
Sarge just going hard, stacking them up.
That's also a cool reference to like the movie where Sarge debuts when he's just on top of a pile of bats.
There's your sympathizer right there, man.
There you go. There he is. Pair him up next to a custom shorter Iron Sheik, and there you go.
Yes.
This is quite the loadout.
Two-pack. Sick 2-pack.
Now, do you think Sarge will be done in this line now?
I don't think so.
You think realistically,
they could do one more, and they could do the full fatigues USA drill sergeant one.
That's the only one I think they could do. Is the USA tank top with the spandex, giving like
the big, actual wrestler Sarge as a toy.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the weight belt. That's the only other one I think they could do.
Yeah.
This is like a combination of two right now.
But at the same time, we've had 3 incredible Sarges. The Marauder subline is active. I think we're good. I'm not Sarge fatigued yet because it's been so spread out. I think it'd be smart of them to re-release the first one again because he's gone up in price.
I think
on the secondary market
has been good enough and unique enough to buy and mix and match.
Of course. Of course. Well, the first one was literally like the Sergeant Slaughter you envisioned in your head from the cartoon.
Yeah.
Because he even came with his own toy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, the honestly, one was Marauders. If you get that one, you don't need another one.
You really don't.
But like, I bought the Marauders for the gear bag and the weights
and the big weights and everything.
Yeah, I bought that one for the accessories. I literally am getting this set for more accessories. You know.
But I mean, let's think about it. Where we are now as Joe collectors to where we were. Again, I'm not throwing shade, but when we had to use the Valiverse Sarge to supplement for our Joes, now we're in an era that we have 3 Sarges that represent the mind's eye depiction of what you think Sarge should look like as a Joe, and they're all perfect for what they are.
This line has gotten so much better every year.
Oh my god!
I've actually stopped buying other things and like supplementing into this line
because you don't need to anymore because they're doing it right now.
Yeah.
Again, I think we're in a great era as a Joe collector. Easily. Admittedly, Yojo June sucked. We can all agree.
If only Hasbro acknowledged how great Joe was doing.
Please, that's all we want. A crumb, an acceptance.
They're like, oh, that line's doing really well, but I just feel like they're not reading the room. They're more focused on the IPs that they're licensing out.
Star Wars, Transformers, and Marvel.
On those.
Yeah.
I mean, I know those probably make more money. But when we get the reports that Transformers and G.I. Joe were their most profitable product, the shit that they own, why are they focusing on stuff that they're paying for then?
Yeah, the stuff that they're paying for hurts.
Like, I know Star Wars has to be bleeding them dry, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be costing them money.
Yep. And Lucas is, and then Disney's the one putting the limitations that they can't do things on their figures anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Double elbows, all that kind of stuff has all been taken away because licensor restrictions. Whereas Joe, you got drop down hips. That's an import thing, and it's line wide. I hate them, but they're there. You know what I mean?
Need to drop down hips.
They don't because they move enough well without them.
Yeah.
But overall, this is their line. They don't pay any dues for it.
I want to know: does Steve like this or does Steve hate this?
I like it. I'm gonna
I-
make some modifications, but I like it.
I've
I-
seen so many complaints about this thing and about how everybody's going to buy the gridiron one, and I'm like, that's cool. I can buy 4 of these for the price of a gridiron.
That's
one.
what I'm saying, dude.
And it's not going to break when I play with it.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is people are gonna watch when it releases. People are gonna freak out. Oh my god, it's so much better than I thought it was gonna
Yeah,
be.
exactly. Oh, just like the ferrets, and
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
There's
no,
nothing
I
but
made
bitching about those
more than
ferrets.
3 of these. So
You're gonna get so many of these suckers.
Three.
I missed out. Can I please get this at cost, please?
The only modification I'm going to make is I found some. It looks like the army like netting,
yeah,
and I'm going to get it and like have it like hang over the back cage to like
I fuck
kinda,
with-
like give them a
I
little
fuck with
cover.
that. Yeah, I fuck with
I
that.
just think that would be cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I think this thing looks
Getting
bad.
hate that it shouldn't get. So I think it looks good.
I think it looks
If
great.
you can,
The
if you can
smaller
fit-
wheels on the front, it makes sense to me.
Yeah. But also, if you can fit Sarge in the back and he looks fine,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
more than enough sized appropriately.
Yeah, yeah. I think
everyone's
what I'm
bitching
gonna
that
end
the
up
back
doing. I'm gonna end
too
up
small.
taking the back wheels off of one and putting the back wheels on the front of one of them. So I'm gonna have all the same wheels on one.
There
Okay,
you
I'll
go.
have to see how that looks when you.
I think it looks perfectly fine. But I don't really do a lot of
This is one, though-
customizing to my toys anyways. So
This is one like I'm seeing it. I'm like, cool. Tiger Force when, immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or the Eco Warriors. I know they had one in Eco Warriors.
it sure did.
That'd be
Force would
sick.
kinda,
But a Tiger Force one would be really cool.
Tiger Stripe one would be kind of badass, dude.
Hell
so,
yeah.
admittedly, I'm not big into collecting stuff right now currently. I did pre-order this because this is one of my favorite Joe vehicles. So I'm gonna have this as like my little side display for my Joes.
Have
You know what I
Bazooka
mean?
cruising around in it.
I'm gonna get a little core team and just keep it there, and then we're
Your
good.
3 amigos, Bazooka.
The 3 amigos, Gung Ho, and Quick Kick, and Alpine, and then we're
Yeah,
good,
I'll
dude.
find a quick kick. Yeah.
And then
I'm
we're
glad that they made the back part detachable so you can modify it the way you
The whole
want it.
thing, like the roll cages can come off and everything.
Yes. People are complaining for no reason. Wait till they get it.
Guys, they sculpted a cup holder and they gave you a cup that fits in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Come on, man.
There's
Like-
no reason to complain about
I
it.
really like this toy as a kid, so it's gonna be hard to hate on it. And the gridiron one, it looks cool, but I just it's too brittle. I ain't paying that much for that. Sorry.
The Gridiron, I said it all the time. They have amazing sculpts. At this point, at this stage of the game, they're getting so popular. They're getting so much business. There's no reason to be having their shit 3D printed.
They should be injection molded at this point.
Injection molded, and then I would have no complaints about them. The amazing sculpts, the quality, the detail that they're putting in and stuff. But dude, come on, like you cannot be charging major like premium retail prices for 3D printed shit when you can go on Etsy and buy same quality stuff for a fraction of that price.
Yep.
And they're paired up with the Big Bad Workshop, so they have access to larger.
They have BBTS money now.
Right.
Yeah, I won't buy their stuff because this is brittle.
Do you ever think we'll get a Tiger Cat? You're jumping ahead now. You're jumping ahead. They have said that they're not opposed to reusing HasLab molds.
That's true.
That being said, they haven't done it yet. So
No, I agree.
Was it last SDCC is where we had the interview? No, 2 SDCCs ago we had the interview where Lenny
they said
that
it's on the table. A dumbed down version of HasLab are on the table.
They only do that when the line is dying.
But
yeah,
If they're getting close, we're in trouble.
Yeah, you don't have to do that yet.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be against. I mean, I know like a HISS tank would in red and blue would just put a red and blue without the lights, without the different domes and accessories. That would sell really well. Me personally, I would like to see it get a little bit crazier and do like a made to order, like something made to order, goddamn septic tank.
Yeah.
You know, like that would have a little bit.
The things that would struggle if they were released mainline.
Yeah, kind of like how the Legends team has been doing the not HasLabs right now. Just like
like
a 1 month
Dragon Man
window.
and the Big Sentinel.
Yep.
Those should be getting updates soon.
Dragon Man's shipping soon, I believe.
Yeah, and then the Sentinel is in a couple months.
It's supposed to be end of summer, yeah.
Yep.
So I got to sell mine.
Because I think that's what's holding us off on any Legends HasLab.
I got to sell mine so I can fund the new ones.
There you go.
This is cool. This is so cool. I'm excited to get
That gives me such Lost World vibes.
I love.
He's gonna get eaten by two T-Rexes.
What's dead? He's gonna go down there and get the Dilophosaurus.
Yeah, Eddie Carr is about to get ripped in half. That's cool though, man. That's so cool.
I don't like. I know this vehicle. I don't know this character.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Crankcase?
Yeah, he was the driver.
Okay. I don't know. See, a lot of these vehicles I got secondhand.
So you didn't have anything with them?
They didn't come with the driver, or they weren't complete, and I didn't know who they were.
Yeah, he has a helmet and a pretty cool gun from back in the day.
Okay,
makes sense.
Is this the gun he had, or was it a different?
Nah, it's more like it's a rifle. I think it's more like the Australian rifle or like a European type assault rifle.
And he doesn't come with it. In this?
No. Yeah, they didn't mold that.
Okay. I love this picture. Just running over the Viper.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the suspension works on it.
This is cool, man. This is really cool.
Yeah.
If this sticker is not on it from the beginning, I'm not going to end up putting it on there because I am terrible at putting stickers on.
I don't think it is. But I would like to have it on there. It looks good.
It looks amazing on it. But, man, there's no way I'll get it on there looking that clean.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
No.
The dragonflies, I want those teeth on that dragonfly, but there's no way I'm putting them stickers on.
Ask Meg. She has lady hands. So they're
lady hands, yeah.
They're like softer and smaller.
Yeah, so he comes with no rifle. That's just what the guns you get are on that vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, like wasn't Vamp Guy only came with like a shotgun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm fine with vehicle drivers coming with less stuff because honest to goodness.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's not a complaint.
You got piles of guns.
He said he had an iconic gun, and I just was wondering what it looked like. That's all.
Yeah.
It was like a character-specific weapon, and I just wanted to know what it looked like.
I'm looking it up right now.
And then this thing was this troublemaking figure here was
okay. He looks like he's got a more larger assault rifle to what like Beach has.
What's going on? Yeah. Yep. I forget the specific name of the gun, but it's more like a European assault rifle.
Yeah, it looks like a European assault rifle. Yeah, exactly.
When I saw this, I was like, all right, cool. More first responder figures, more potential fodder. Like this line isn't necessarily for me. I'm not interested in the firefighters. I did get one of the soldiers because there's a lot of gear, and he's cool.
Yeah.
I did get the diver so I can make fumbles and give the extra gear away to was it deep stick? Not deep. Yeah. What the hell?
I know what you're
torpedo.
Talking about.
Give the torpedo because torpedo didn't really come with shit.
Yeah.
So outside of this, I was like, okay, cool. They're reusing Law and Order's body. We can make a wide scope and give them a dog and repaint the dog and make a wide scope. I would like to see that. One of the more modern Joes. And then all the renders, all the pictures went up. Like this was going to go up for pre-order, So here's all the pictures. And all the comments, man, was just everybody was like, oh, I can't wait to take pictures and do police brutality and just.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumb shit. And the riots happened. And then the next thing you know, they were radio silent. And then this went up like 10 minutes after the stream was supposed to go live.
I didn't know this. Oh,
yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. They did. Oh, my God.
So they pushed out, essentially. We were supposed to get these figures for pre-order the same day, and they were going to do a reveal, like a show showing the new wave, and they never showed it.
And these figures never went up.
This figure never went up. All the other figures, Crankcase and
everyone else,
all the figures we just looked at, they went up that day. These did not.
That's ridiculous.
And the reveals, the stream was not live, never went up.
Fucking Hasbro.
Which sucks, man, because like people that are big into like legend, like this will look so cool.
Yeah,
like Spider-Man, Like look, Miles' dad right here. You know, like
literally.
this is so cool. It's not for me. I don't care, but people being shitty ended up getting it canceled. And I think the going radio silent and taking it down is just going to make things worse. People are going to do dumb shit with their toys. People are going to do inappropriate, disrespectful things with their toys. Why you would do that, I don't know. Just for internet clout chasing, I guess. Who really gives a shit?
I'm disappointed though that they're not. So are they going to put them up or what? Are they just postponing it, like the figure?
I don't know. They haven't said anything, and that's why they've pretty much been radio silent since then.
Nothing went up at all.
This was just in their Instagram story, and that they didn't even post anything on Twitter or anywhere else. Like this was just.
Yup.
That was it.
Wow.
True.
It's crazy. So crazy.
Literally. And we haven't heard, because other shit went up, we haven't heard shit about the cops, dude.
And then the following week, they never mentioned anything. Just a random stream about
Wasn't even a stream.
The comic books.
It was a pre-recorded video.
Yeah, that was bad.
The comic books went up. And then they posted yesterday
the pre-recorded video
the unboxing that said that they will have a reveal on the 30th.
Monday.
Monday.
And then also today they uploaded the pre-recorded Joes are in Overwatch, and then they moved on.
But we did get some name only reveals. So we got a Steel Brigade and Desert Outpost or something like that. So
you guys,
I'm just throwing images together here. So this is the Steel Brigade or Steel Corps that we got. This is the outpost for Cobra. I'm imagining we're just going to get this guy in desert gear
and then green
with that bunker, because we had some leaked images pop up.
It's true.
This is Night Force Beachhead, and then this is some desert.
You're
Steel
right.
Corps gear. This is a male and then female torso.
Yep.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
You know, so that's
makes complete sense.
That's what I'm thinking it's going to be, in just the Steel Corps in desert garb with possibly a bunker. Maybe not all of it. Maybe just like 2 panels or something, because you're getting 2 figures out of it. Or maybe we don't get all this shit. I don't know. Or maybe one half of the panel will come with one figure, another half of the panel will come with another figure. You know, that way you buy them both. And then the second name only reveal was the Desert Scorpion.
I demand a cool robotic scorpion.
They better not mess this figure up.
They better not make a fucking removable helmet. That's all I gotta say.
Actually, just give him a giant real scorpion, please and thank you.
I want a giant real scorpion.
Just
I don't want
a second head. If you want to do a removable helmet, do a.
The modern character has like a mecha scorpion. It's like don't give me a giant.
I want some Jason and the Argonauts.
Yeah, I want a dog-sized articulated scorpion, please.
I want a scorpion that will make me never go to Texas.
Like,
yes, realistic. Yes,
keep these guys as goofy as possible.
Give him the goddamn scorpion tail he had.
Give him the gun where the mag sticks in the fucking top.
Yeah.
Please. You know, just keep the do-rag, the visor. Just give him some Snake Eyes mask with the do-rag.
Yeah,
just do that.
Use the new Snake Eyes, the one you like, and use that head and repaint it into and brown.
Use the desert Snake Eyes with the do-rag. Just glue nunchucks do-rag right on it and call it a day.
There you go.
You know, like please don't. Give me this gun.
I don't want no goddamn extra head.
And I want this scorpion, preferably I want it as big as the alligator. But I will take it the size of the dog.
You want a goddamn Croc Master size scorpion?
Yes, crazy.
So he can ride it in the battle.
I don't know, man. Just give me like a Law and Order size scorpion. You know what I mean? Give me something that could fight. Like,
or if you know what, you want to be stupid, then just put out the freaking Transformers scorpion with it.
Oh man.
Well, that's a crossover thing, right?
I'd be down for that. I'd allow it.
It's just like how you have Ravage for your Baroness.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I bought a that Transformers crocodile with Beastmaster.
Yeah. That's true.
And it scales right with it. It's perfect.
Uh-huh.
Super 7 got some new O-rings up.
Ooh.
Like those.
Fuck Falcon. But here we are.
Fuck Falcon.
Yeah.
I know this line. I hope this line continues, though.
I've seen a lot of excitement about this, though. People are really starting to get into these.
Steve, I have to
I
ask
think
you
they're
'cause
hitting that sweet spot that people have wanted.
I'm not an O-ring man. I only have 2 O-ring figures. One given to me by my best friend Leonardo, and the other is my bazooka. Did y'all ever
We'll be
get
right back.
Royal Guard guys in the original O-ring line?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will look. I have pictures. I can compare them.
Okay,
Right there.
then take your
So,
break. You're
I'll
good.
be right back.
Take your break. Let us talk, Steve. How excited are you to get more movie-centric, stylized O-ring toys?
Well, honestly, like I think it's cool they're doing. I want them to continue to do figures that they don't have.
That makes sense.
Have them made, you know.
Like how they did Quinn in Reaction, but they never did him as an O-ring figure.
Yeah,
Because
like
Quinn never had a O-ring toy.
Yeah, so this is the guard.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that doesn't look anything like the movie.
Yes, it's a little bit different, you know.
That sword is massive.
Yeah, it is massive.
Oh my god, it looks like a Monster Hunter weapon.
Yeah, so that is huge. They are cool figures. This antenna is
crazy.
mad rare. The antenna always gets lost.
That makes sense.
So
that sword is massive, dude.
Yeah, those. That's the one complaint I've seen is people said the sword's not big enough.
I think it's better that it's not big enough.
I mean, so the cartoon, you'll see the side by side comparison. The cartoon
it's almost
versions
as long
look,
as him.
The cartoon versions look very different from the actual figure. So we got Falcon here, and there's a side by side of Falcon in the original.
Yep.
Oh, I now see what you mean on how they're like their legs are skinnier. The arms look fine, and
there's not as much detail in them.
Well, also they're like thinner.
The excuse is, they're trying to match the Sunbow cartoon aesthetic and the original O-ring figures.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So there's less. So I mean, I get that, but at the same time, some of these figures, man, there's a lot of nice sculpt and detail, and they're a little bit chunkier. And I feel
it
like
also
the newer ones
sturdier.
Yes, the older ones feel sturdier compared to the newer ones, and that's what kind of gets me on a lot of them.
But
the new ones have been fine. Like the bats have been really good.
Serpentor was cool from what I understood.
Cobra Commander, I'm not. He just feels so shit, like cheap in the hand. I was kind of
disappointed. But the fatal fluffies are cool.
I don't have that one.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah,
I remember everyone was all over those when those dropped.
I do really like the hands though. The better gripped hands.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is massive.
Yeah, the fatal fluffies are big.
God damn.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, so
I will say, Jinx kind of looks like shit though. Jinx does not look good.
Yeah,
Jinx looks like Napoleon Dynamite's mom.
They did say this wave, the necks are on the ball like some of the older ones now. Not
good.
Not the hinge, not just the swivel. Yeah, so that is an improvement.
So they're going back to the original style where it's like a bally neck.
Yeah, well, those were the later ones. The original ones were on the stupid swivel. They just went left to right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I like these. I mean, Jinx is Jinx. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
the weird.
And then here you go. Here's your boy, the Royal Guard, and then there's a good side by side.
Oh wow! I think the Lou one looks a lot better. But again, those legs are very thin.
They're very thin. But hey, man, like this is cool for if you don't have these are so expensive to get. And now if you're like a big fan of the cartoon, you can get these.
It's also more movie animation accurate
and
version.
Now
of the
you
character.
know, okay, if they're doing Cold Slither, if they're gonna do Royal Guards, they're gonna get fucking weird. And they said once they start doing movie, they're staying in movie for a while.
Like I said, I'm all for this. I think it's cool. I do agree the sculpts are a little off from the the 80s and the early 90s stuff, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't care. Keep making them. I mean, some, like you said, the Cobra Commander was kind of soft, but overall I've liked them.
Yeah.
Keep making them.
Yeah. No, for me, it's been, as someone who was trying to collect some vintage O-rings and then quickly realized how expensive some of these were. And I'm like, okay, I'm only going to focus on certain things that I really like Battle Corps, Ninja Force. I want some Tiger Force and Python Patrol. And, if they're going to drop Tiger Force and Python Patrol, I'm going to go for them. This doesn't do anything for me. But I know this is stuff that everybody has been wanting.
It's cool to add to the collection.
It's very cool to add to the collection. I mean, I have it in classified. And I'm just like, why did I fucking get this? But
as the man that manifested this into classified, I'd like to say you're all welcome that I made us be in a world where this is another toy.
So this is
It's great. I think he's awesome. He's so stupid.
I don't know if this is theirs. I don't think this is theirs.
No, the head's too fat. That's not theirs.
This is the Hasbro re-release.
Really?
So yes, you're right. It's the Hasbro re-release. Sorry. Yes.
No, you're fine.
Because the helmet's
This is theirs, and I actually like this one better than the standard release of them. I think the winter one looks a little bit better because he's got thicker legs because of the boots.
The winter one's an iconic one from the cartoon, so I'm glad they did that. I like them.
And yeah, and that's I do just certain looks that in my mind the character stands out more as a cartoon than the original figure anyway. So I'm all for getting the cartoon versions on certain ones.
Yeah, man. That's sick. I dig it. I'm glad.
And coming from a guy who had no problem buying Reaction Joes, like when they were at a decent price, I grabbed them because they scaled perfectly with the old stuff.
And now you get new O-ring stuff.
And now you get new O-rings, and
they're at a lower price.
I'll touch back on some of that when we get towards the end of the Super 7.
It's cool that he comes with the
I want this.
clam that
I said earlier I don't like the Cobra Commander, but I want this. I need this. This is Target exclusive. It should be hitting stores now. So if anybody sees this,
hit it, Leo.
Buy it. Target exclusive. I didn't hear that.
Yup. All PP is Target exclusive.
All Python Patrol and Tiger Force is Target exclusive for some reason.
Great. I'll be paying secondary market, I guess, for this.
I mean, I was able to find 2 bats. Actually, I found a whole shelf of bats. I got 2 for myself and 1 for Bobby.
Yeah, the Python ones, I just haven't gotten those yet.
I know you needed one. I could have got you. I found 4. I should have reached out. That's my bad. So you got the Deke Serpentor and a Time Bomb bat.
Yep.
Nice.
The Time Bomb bat, to me, it looks exactly like the regular comic book bat, but it has just Time Bomb strapped to its chest, and this is from this comic book issue?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not. I'm surprised they actually did it. I feel like it's kind of a weak one. I mean, it's fine. This is the SDCC figure?
Yes, these are SDCC figures.
Makes sense.
Well, I only have 1 of these, and I was like, well, if I can get this, then I'll get this just so they're slightly varied. They're the same exact figure, just one on the chest.
Oh, I would definitely get one. I guess I didn't know they were exclusive to the SDCCs, though.
Yeah. This was shitty pictures. This was from a panel.
Yeah.
At Joe Fest.
Yeah.
Serpentor would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely, if I can get one of these at a reasonable price, I'll get it.
I've seen pictures of a Python Patrol version of this where just the straps on this guy are in the yellow-green Python Patrol deco. Oh. And I was like, oh, I would like Python Patrol versions of the blue comic bat then. Like, I think that'd be cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Just me saying.
Nice.
But the Deke Serpentor.
That's a cool Serpentor.
I'm surprised that they haven't repainted the classified Serpentor as this Serpentor yet. Because people have been asking for a repaint or a re-release, and honestly, just re-release it in the green version that you had.
Give it time. We just got Mindbender. I know that's going to be in the works soon.
Yeah, they're going to do a card.
Because Mindbender just dropped, so it's only a matter of time.
Mindbender is so much better than the deluxe version, too.
But again, really I think they're waiting for like 2 years to pass between SDCC exclusives to re-release them.
He said at the end of the panel, this is all he can show. He said an hour before he did this panel, Hasbro contacted him and said that he has to remove a bunch of stuff off reveal list. He had more to show at Joe Fest, and he was told he's not allowed to show it. He said so. Hopefully, he'll have a lot more stuff to show at SDCC.
I didn't hear that. I wonder what there was stuff that they're releasing for classified they don't want to give away.
Maybe. Oh, because he did mention that SDCC will be very Cold Slither heavy. So he says they did show a picture of the Cold Slither logo. So they will be probably completing the team as well to tie in.
He's only done Zartan.
Yeah, he's done Zartan, but Cold Slither will be have a heavy presence at SDCC this
Understood. Year. Also, what if Super 7 reaction scale vehicles?
Vehicles are not on the table right now. he wants to do vehicles, but he wants to live in the realm of things that have not been produced yet, and that's why, like in Reaction, they did the bobsled. You know, the
That
dog.
makes sense. Yeah, with
So
the
he
old
says he
blind
has a
guy.
couple things. They are kicking around the idea. I posted the interview in the Discord. They are kicking around the idea of possibly trying the mothership again.
Huh.
Because the line is doing so much better now, and he feels that if the line was going on when the mothership went live, it would have funded.
Got it.
But
Well, remember at the time,
if they decide not to pursue the mothership, those figures that were revealed to be exclusive to the mothership will be produced.
That's cool.
Because what I was gonna say is, at the time when they did the mothership, they didn't have O-ring. They were strictly Reaction.
So then,
and the mothership was their first reference ever.
Someone also asked them about how they have in Reaction the international Joes, like the Red Shadows, like the Red Jackal and Red Laser, and he says those are all on the table for Reaction.
Nice,
but he would like to make O-ring figures of figures who only had a 5 POA version and that haven't had an O-ring version yet.
So like Quinn.
So he said there's like a cool green monster and a guy with a bucket helmet that all haven't had O-rings that would be really cool.
I mean, Quinn never had an O-ring toy.
What I'm saying is, though, like a lot of the 5 POA Red Shadows figures
cool
can potentially be O-ring versions.
That's awesome.
And there's a lot of custom O-rings, and then there was a limited edition set in the 2000s, and those figures go for like $100 to $200 a piece right now. So any of those guys being brought back would be really nice.
That's sick.
Steve's gonna come show off his shit again now. And make
he's like, jealous. I actually own every Red Shadow toy.
Did you pick these up though?
Oh no, I didn't get those.
Yeah.
And I'll actually. That is stuff that never got made though, right?
Yes, that's why I got them.
I'll send you my my suitcase that turns into a dio for them.
Oh, that's cool.
The Codename Iowa made this box, and it's like a dio, and it's the animate. It's their office.
That's all
for the O-rings. It's pretty wild.
It is cool those got made when we never had them before.
Yeah.
It's dude, because when we first started on the show and we'd have people on talk about like their ones, like Once a Man was one in O-ring, all the Cobra stuff was on the O-ring, those guys in the suits was on the O-ring, so it's really neat to see things that I know people have always been wanting getting made.
It's coming, yeah.
This is cool. I'm just not into the ultimates. Like
I mean, it's a deadline of this. So
you give me a
deadline.
You give me a beachhead. Or
I don't think they are though. I think
I'm just saying, like, make the characters I want, and I'll buy them just to have.
Yeah, but remember, what he
give me a beachhead, give me a Firefly, give me a wetsuit. I'll buy them.
I don't think those are ever happening because remember he said he had like 2 more things in the work, and then it was over.
Yeah.
And I think it was these.
Yeah,
probably
it is
because like I don't.
Probably.
We haven't heard. Yeah,
this
we
pistol
haven't heard
right here though.
Since.
This is what we need in classified. This pistol. Give me that. We already got the gun. Give me this fucker.
And we already have somewhat of the similar shotgun.
It's a nice looking figure, but the line's cool. Dead.
Yeah, it's a cool thing to see, but it's a shame that like it's over.
I fucking love this though. Like I want this, man, but like I know there's not going to be any more, so there's no point in.
Yeah, you can't give him PP Troopers because they never did PP Troopers.
Now, if I can have like this is something I would buy a whole PP squad.
Yeah.
You know,
as Leo said though, if they would have made Bazooka, I would have bought it.
Yeah,
like for Ultimates, for me, it would have been you give me my favorite characters, I'll buy that.
I do have beef with this. I've seen fan artwork of like them making up the idea of Python Patrol Destro, and they have a red helmet, and I always thought that was the coolest shit.
I mean, that's kind of sick.
And it was kind of in my head that he would have a red helmet, and when they just do the chrome, I'm like, come on.
It's still like I love that the slipcover is either Destro tied up or Flint tied up.
I just want these.
Well, they did a reaction of him too, didn't they?
I have it. I have when they were all on clearance. I picked them up.
Yeah.
So I have Baroness and stuff. Yeah.
Again, it's a shame it's a deadline because I think if they would have actually committed, and
I would have kept buying them.
Yeah.
I still might get the comic bat and the regular bat just to have one. They're cheap. They're like $25 on Amazon right now each. So
there might be the best bat that's ever been made.
Better than Classified?
Yeah.
That's bold. That's bold because that was my figure of the year the year it came out.
Bold statement.
That shit beat out like Transformers and stuff for me. That was literally my figure of the year.
Cool figure. It's a very cool figure.
Yeah, but
I might have to get him.
Steve, respectfully, you are a Batmark, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're switching over to some Joe adjacent stuff.
Fucking Bobby Vala bullshit.
Bobby Vala bullshit.
It's time for Nico to take a nap.
No, don't take a nap because it's more killer robots. Look.
Oh, does this one glow in the dark?
No, it doesn't. I wish it fucking did though.
Half-assed motherfucker. It's already bright green.
We're halfway there.
You son of a bitch.
Fucking look at him though.
Yo, that flamethrower attachment's sick though.
It's so sick.
That's cool robot, dude. That's cool robot.
I have the basic one.
I was going to say, didn't he release a regular version of this so far?
I have the red and black version. And then there was a white version with white and red. That was amazing. That sold out before I could put an order in on them. So I'm missing those. I've only been buying these because they're going to go in my Red Shadows army. Crimson Shadows, it works. It's close enough to Red Shadows. But these look cool, man. These look really cool. I love the heavy guns on the arms. Flamethrower attachments and the tank. Like, that's what you get. That's all.
That's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. What is it, like $35? What do they go for?
Yeah, this might be a deluxe, so it might be closer to 40.
That's a lot of kit.
It's a lot, though. It's a lot.
But that's some sick. I love the attachable like pseudo Gatling gun arms. Like that's cool. It is a murder bot in the best sense of the word.
Sure.
Again, though, I could have glown. You have the color. It's the right green.
I mean, the faction's called the Crimson Shadows, and I just feel like we got one red figure, and everything else has been different colors.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Let's just keep them red. I'm not a big red guy, but keep them red because I'm trying to buy these to use to supplement a team that I don't have anything for.
Yeah.
Real.
Hey, look at this. This is Joe Adjacent. Fresh Monkey Fiction put up the Inspector Bulletproof for pre-order this week.
Isn't this not coming out till like maybe early next year?
Yeah. All right. Let's take a pause. I want to shit on Big Bad Toy Store for a minute. Wave 2 and 3 of Monster Force are completed and sitting at the docks, and they refuse to ship them out because they don't want to pay the money.
What?
Yeah. We're not even joking.
So meanwhile,
there's a post that came out.
They have exclusives that they've been bypassing and selling right at cons because they don't have to pay to ship them out. They put up, they have a new figure up for pre-order at Joe Fest, and it's going to go up for pre-order at the con. You can pre-order at the con, and it's not going to be out for like 2 years. And it's a figure that's already been released, just with more accessories. So I'm not a big fan of the shit that they're pulling. I do like their figures. I have a couple of them in hand, and they're fucking great. But I think it's a little fucked up how they're running the business right now. Also, the prototype images of this guy show 2 different heads. And the in-hand prototypes show removable glasses and 1 head. And that fucking sucks. Oh, this is the exclusive figure, by the way, that you can pre-order.
Oh, okay.
He looks like a Colonial Marine. And this is their Not Steel Brigade figure. And this is... So their skeletons that they're using in Monster Force are the Foosh skeletons, which personally...
Did they buy the mold?
They bought the mold, which I personally believe... Hopefully they're better than the Foosh ones, because the Foosh ones you can crush in one hand. They're like they're foamy.
And they're tiny.
They're like foamy. But I think this is cool because this is the cover. And this was on my list of a character I would like to see in Classified. Well, not a character, it's just a cover of this comic book. But this is fucking cool that they did.
Why did they give him the wrong machine gun, though?
What the fuck is that?
It's just a cover.
Essentially Grim Reaper of the comic for that comic.
Got it. No,
like, why did you put 60? Like, come on.
No, where Doc dies?
No. I don't think so. But look, these should be coming, like, now. These should be shipping. And this is the next wave. This is like wave 4, and they're not moving because wave 2 and 3 are still sitting around doing nothing. I want my red shadows, man. I want to be able to make Baron Ironblood and Red Laser and Red Jackal.
Yeah, it's bull crap that they're not moving them.
Yeah. Then we got some new ladies in the line. Great sculpts, great figures, man. They just
really good sculpts.
This guy right here, I wish we could enhance, but this kind of looks like one of the Mamba men from the Red Shadows. He's got like snake texture face. This is Captain Eagle from Eagle Force. The other
exactly what that is.
That knockoff GI Joe line.
Yep.
So during their panel, they revealed some new lines here. A little Red Riding Hood coming out for Monster Force, a nun for Monster Force, and then they had people saying make these in 4-inch scale, make these in 6-inch scale. So that they said why not both? And then they announced Eagle Force is coming to 1/12 line. So you got your Captain Eagle, your Eagle Force Trooper, your General Mamba.
Wow.
And then this one's cut off. So all those 4-inch figures that they've been putting out for a few years now are coming to the 1/12 line.
Wow.
A lot of cool shit. They can be very Joe adjacent, but man, they got to get it moving here. We got to start getting some product in hand here.
Yeah, because these won't be out till end of 2020.
And as much reuse as is in these lines, there's no reason for it to take as long as it is.
Yeah.
And here's a more clear picture of the
that looks good. Yeah.
That's a cool nod. That's a really cool nod to do. There's your Monster Force, Crimson
Bigfoot
Shadow.
with a Gatling gun.
I didn't show like all the other monster guys that we've seen before. I was just showing off some of the new stuff.
He's the best.
I believe he's going up for pre-order soon.
I'll buy that. It's just Sasquatch with a cool bandana.
Checking in
and
with
a
the
Gatling
Red
gun.
Shadows. They were showing some stuff they got cooking here. This is the test shot of
Skeletron. Yeah.
Skeletron. Looks good, man. I can't wait to get this. So the 6-inch Red Wolf should be shipping soon. And then the gear pack for that figure should be shipping soon as well. So the Red Wolf, all the 6-inch figures except for Skeletron. I don't think Skeletron is going to ship. The timeline is October, November right now. And I've talked to them before. They're not putting up any new. They did show there's a new reveal here at the end. Spoiler.
Nice.
But they said they don't want to put up any new stuff. They're working on things. They don't want to put up any new stuff until everything that everybody has paid for from the Kickstarter has been delivered.
Yeah. I honestly respect that so much, dude.
And people are hammering them, but dude, they had a lot of hang-ups. It's the first time doing it. And then when Corey joined them, they completely redid the 6-inch figures from the ground up to make them more compatible with classified. So I dig it. I'm for it. Everything I have from them so far has been fucking quality. Yeah. I mean, top quality. And this just looks amazing. I can't wait to get it in hand too. Another scary murder bot. I have 2 of these on pre-order. I'm stoked. But yeah, this is their reveal, the new O-ring figure.
Oh shit.
The Yeti. This was a guy in the Joe community that just passed away. I don't know his name.
Oh.
But he is the Red Shadows weapons dealer, and he's called the Yeti.
That's cool.
It's very fucking cool.
That's cool. I love the helmet.
He's a pretty popular guy. Who the hell was it?
I'll find out right now.
I forget his name. Yeah, just go to their site, and it says their name. It says his name.
What company is this again? Sorry.
Skeletron.
Skeletron. I'll tell you right now, Steve.
That's crazy, though. They
Official producer on the scene. 1 second.
But yeah, a couple other Joe sites and communities were doing like T-shirts for this guy when it happened a few months ago.
Okay.
But this,
I mean, it's funny. I don't recognize the head. Like, but that is cool that they're doing that. I mean, he must have been a pretty big guy.
I have their Red Wolf / Skeletron figure. That O-ring, man, it's so good. The hands actually, Grindstone Toys actually do their O-ring figures, and their was it? I forget the name of the company that's doing it. I have a couple pre-ordered on that, but was it Operation?
Why can't I find this?
Hold on, man. I'll show you.
You're fine.
I mean, I'll go
here it is. Aaron Dietrich.
Aaron Dietrich. Okay. Huh.
Aaron Dietrich.
So Grindstone Toys, they make call sign Longbow, and that's the
Oh
company
yeah.
making that's the ones that are making the O rings, man, and they are freaking quality.
The Not Joes that have like pets and stuff, right?
That's Operation Recall, and that was they're a little bit more articulated. I think they're a little bit bigger, but it's the original. One of the original designers is designing those.
So apparently, Aaron passed away 23 weeks ago after an 8-month battle with cancer, and he used to own the comic book store Roma Collectibles. In Springfield, Ohio, and he's been around the toy game for years.
Yeah, I know Roma.
Okay. Yeah, so he owned Roma, and so when he passed, the toy community banded together to like
do
some cool stuff in his honor.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
And I guess for these guys, for the Fresh Monkey, for Skeletron, from what it looks like, he was like a big proponent of all their shit, like before they went bigger than they were. You know what I mean?
A lot of the dudes, like the OG, like Joe community, like toy online community, were heavily involved with Skeletron at the launch.
Yeah.
It's cool. I think it looks great. I love the transparent blue. Another Red Shadows, man. I'm down for it. You know, the weapons dealer. Okay, that's awesome. He's a Yeti.
That's sick, dude. And the Yeti is because the mascot for his toy store is a little Yeti in a red shirt.
All right.
Oh, that's even cooler.
Yeah. So that all ties together. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool. Thank you for filling me in on that.
No, you're good. I wasn't versed on this either, but I wanted to make sure if we're going to talk about it.
I kind of read it in glancing because I've been
Yeah.
I've been all over the place like a madman the past few weeks.
Nah, dude, you're good.
All right, so we have some rumor news here. Robert Kirkman has sold a Transformers and G.I. Joe cartoon series.
That's right.
You know, so the word on the street is that there's going to be a G.I. Joe crossover cartoon series with Transformers in the Void Rivals Energon universe.
We'll see.
The big announcement should be expected at San Diego Comic-Con, so we'll see where that goes.
We'll see. Hopefully it's good.
Hopefully something comes out of it. That'd be great.
Hope it's not anime.
Yeah, I would just like, I mean,
don't fuck it up.
I mean, Kirkman's involved with the
Kirkman's taking over the book now. Kirkman's taking over Energon Universe because
he's been involved with the Invincible TV show, and he's really big and really happy with how G.I. Joe and Transformers have been.
Okay.
Well, he's taking over for the book now because Warren Johnson's out after issue 24.
Okay.
His contract was 2 years, so.
Well, dude, that book's just starting to pick up in the crossovers. Like, they were building up, and now, like,
well, yeah, because
the crossover's starting to happen a little bit.
They let Warren Johnson just set the universe up and just write the foundation.
Well, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll watch it.
Oh, I'll be there as long as. But again, if this isn't even announced yet, and that means they're going to announce the actual deal allegedly at Comic-Con, we're like 4 years out of this, max.
We might be.
Yeah.
It's going to be a minute, so we'll see if this is still as peak as it is.
Yeah, hopefully. Speaking of Energon Universe and Night Force and all that stuff, you know, when they were talking about video games, or not video games, they were talking about comic books, they showed a render for figures that we already seen in hand.
Yeah.
This is a beachhead and fodder pack for me.
Yeah. It's not. It's like the Slaughters packs when they come out at this point. It's like they're cool, but
I don't know what it is, but his alt head, not the masked one, looks fatter and also like Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. I don't give a shit about Night Force, so I'm just gonna have like a little random shelf of just beachhead figures, you know, and like that's where this is gonna go. Yeah, this backpack and swords is going to Jinx. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yep.
That's what she always needed.
We're giving Jinx her official backpack now.
She finally gets her sword bag.
Yeah, they're red and black and
whatever.
You know, the black backpack. It's going to Jinx. She's getting them.
Also, the throwing star accessory is cool no matter what. So
yeah, Sure, you can give that to anybody.
Anybody.
You know, so I mean, I'll find use for all this stuff.
Yeah, it's cool. It's not one of those WoW things. Just a repaint fodder.
Yeah.
And I know everybody's like, "Oh, this is like an homage to Bruce Lee." Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't care. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're in a Night Force or you don't want your quick kick with bare feet, cool. I'm cool with my quick kick being barefoot.
Yeah. Also gives off like you could fudge that as a little Rambo guy. You go.
So, JoJo June gonna have a big grand finale June 30th at 11 a.m. Okay.
Crazy.
They have announced that it'll be a classified series HasLab.
Dude, do you have any idea for what it could be?
There was effects going on, a lot of snowfall in here. They said it would be really chill.
Steve, any clues what you think it might be?
A lot of cool cats will be hanging out there. They've basically done all but confirmed that it's the Snowcat.
Man, I was going to see if Steve had a guess.
Steve has it.
You know,
he has it in his hand.
That
son of a bitch.
You know, if you take a hiss, right, and you take a Snowcat, it's like, you know, I just don't know what they're gonna do with this Snowcat.
So,
like, this thing was readily available on clearance back in the day when we were kids.
So
yeah, it's cool though, Steve. It's cool.
I like the Snowcat. The Snowcat was a very featured vehicle on the cartoon.
Yes.
My one complaint is they've already said the Snowcat was small enough to be a retail vehicle that it.
Yeah, but now, Leo, we live in a world where the word tariff is.
I understand. So that being said, I feel like the Snowcat needs to go through some modifications. Maybe bump up this hatch so we can put the snowmobile in the back or store some guys. You know, like the hiss.
So you saw the leaked pictures, right?
Yeah, we're jumping ahead, man.
Oh, sorry.
I only got these two leaked pictures.
But yes. But the point I'm making is I don't see that compartment that everybody's talking about.
I don't see it either. It doesn't look like.
And that pisses me off because if you're gonna do an '80s version Snowcat,
to me, is that a ski on a rocket?
Oh,
where's that out on this? Like that's what that looks like, right? Just a rocket ski.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Is that all that is?
That's what that is.
This looks like a truck bed.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's all this is like a truck bed. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, so they're probably making that bigger. Yeah.
It looks like it's just going to be a 1-to-1, and it's just going to hold what, 2 characters?
2 guys.
It's going to be disappointing.
Yeah, this is going to be a letdown. Yeah.
Or just just make a 1-to-1. Don't put fucking lights in it and just sell it for $200 and just fund the shit out of it.
Bro, I'm so worried that first image is actually a light up feature because that's going to artificially inflate the value.
Yeah, that's a stupid light.
I give Bobby Vala a lot of shit.
Right here, that's here, or is that this? Or it might be this.
It might be that.
It says, okay, right Joe. We're looking at Joe and we see slots. Okay, so let's go up here. G.I. Joe.
Yep. So it's like right
there, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I will say, Bobby Vala made a good point. Putting lights in toys is actually very cheap, so all they do is rip you off when they say it's expensive.
Yeah.
Because it was like all my
dollar store. The dollar store ain't nothing but lights and sounds and all the.
I could buy so many light up kits for my Gundams for pennies on the dollar, and these things are things I have to put together.
I'm telling you, this thing is going to be a weak release, in my opinion. Just looking at it, if they're going to do a 1-to-1,
it might struggle to fund.
I don't think it's going to be a weak release on the vehicle. I think,
and
that's where we're getting to next.
Is who's in it
comes with it. I think that's where it's going to be weak because we know we're getting Frostbite. We know that's a given.
Yeah, because it's his car.
Okay, it's his ride. The next snow character would be Iceberg. To me, it doesn't make sense to put another mainline character.
It doesn't.
That. So I would go Iceberg V2 like we've done Night Force characters with the Dragonfly, and then have that a mainline release. But what I feel like is going to happen is we're going to get like Snow Snake Eyes and Snow Duke.
Yes.
Or like Snow Scarlet.
And I don't fucking want that shit. That is going to be trash, dude.
Yep.
Dog.
It's a way for them to sell the snow repaints with maybe a couple few pieces.
Yeah, we'll get freaking
We're gonna get repaints. We're gonna get a 1-for-1 and repaints probably for the figures.
Is there any international snow characters that we can work in like they did with?
You can do the Russians, but that makes no sense.
Do you remember?
Makes better sense because they're not going to release them mainline.
Do you remember the early classified days where there was a 3D modeler that made a Scarlet in snow gear with a saber-tooth tiger?
I don't.
Old shit. We covered it on this show back in the day.
I remember that.
The problem is after the Rattler, when we're getting patches and like nothing, like I think if they do that again this time, where you're like, oh, we're getting Snake Eyes and Duke.
If they give us patches, people are gonna burn this bitch down.
I'm saying even if they give us Snake Eyes and Duke and snow colors, nobody's gonna be excited for that.
No,
I feel like that's what we're gonna get. Honestly, a Steel Brigade in snow would be better than.
We're gonna get a repaint. I don't think we're gonna. I mean, we might get. I don't know. I just don't see. Were they gonna give us Snow Grunt?
There's gotta be
Snow Grunt.
Dude, there's got to be an international Joe that we can do. You know what? Maybe what about Bushido, the Snow Ninja?
Well, see,
is that the guy with the owl mask?
He's a Ninja Force
guy. Well, there's Big Ben too, but these guys don't make sense to be released in a HasLab. Big Ben should be a regular release.
Well, we got Big Ben. We got Big Bear.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Even Sub-Zero would have to be a regular release.
Sub-Zero's a good call, though.
He's all white with the light blue, but I mean, like, why release him with the Snowcat? You know, I feel like those all would be regular release.
I'm not against the Snowcat vehicle. I feel like outside of Nico and I talked about this earlier. Outside of the vehicles that we already have in the line, this is the last most iconic vehicle.
I don't know. I mean, the Mauler would have something to say. The Hovercraft would have something to say.
The Mauler's the tank we were talking about, Nico.
Oh, that makes sense now.
That was the name of the tank, but
it's tough, man. It's tough. You know what they did? They flaked out because they saw what's Ramen Toys making the tanks and shit.
Oh yeah, they're doing Mobad
on this shit. So they're like, we're not going to spend our money on this. We're going to make something else, and then maybe they're freaking out. They're trying to play strategy.
You say that though. But if they would have put up a Mobat, I would have been out. I have no interest in a fucking Mobat.
Yeah,
the only people that have interest in Mobat are the hardcore OG13 guys that want to make the
Nico.
cover issue #1.
And Nico, who's his favorite Joe vehicle.
That's not enough to fund it, though, man.
I feel like the Mauler would have been the one they would have made and updated. The tan version one that that was in the cartoon all the time. Mm-hmm. So, I mean,
yeah, the Mauler I could see. I honestly, I think tank wise, what's the little fucking tank that Sarge drives? The little one-man tank.
Yeah, the Triple T.
The Triple T, I think, is more iconic than all the other tanks.
Yeah. Yeah, Mauler's cool, though.
The Mauler is nice.
Yeah.
Compared to the Mobat, too, I mean...
See, the Mobat was cool because it was like RC propelled back in the day.
Well, no, I had the, the push drive or whatever, so...
But, like, it would drive itself, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they both are battery operated, actually. So
here, let me blow you up, Steve.
I don't know. Like I look at this and I'm like, I gotta back up a little bit, and I would have liked to have one of these.
Yeah. I'm not hating on it. I
would have liked to have this top on this body.
I wouldn't have bought that. I'm more interested in the Snowcat, but I don't think a Snowcat is a HasLab. Yes, it's around the same size as the Hiss, but the Hiss is more iconic. The Hiss was the entry point. The Hiss is what started it all. And they fucking do a boatload of shit in with the Hiss. We're not going to get a boatload of shit in the Snowcat.
It's going to stay that way.
You know, if we're going to get a 1-to-1, which is great. And
I
we're gonna
would
get
prefer the
Frostbite.
101 to be $100 item I buy.
Well,
with
and that's what I'm
just
saying.
Frostbite.
I think this price has to be much lower.
No, they're gonna try and gouge us.
If we get over that 270 mark, this is gonna be a hard sell.
It can't be. It can't be that much. This better be the cheapest HasLab they've done so
What was
far
the
for
hiss?
show. Or what if they include the polar bear, the ski?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we have an attachment to get the little one man like snowmobile, you know, then now
So
we're
if
looking.
The first tier or second tier or third tier is also the snowmobile with it, which I love that. It's called the polar bear, the ski mobile.
Yeah.
That might make it a little more interesting.
And that's what I'm saying. Because
but that's what they're gonna have to do to sell. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like they have to because that's something that people are going to want, but that's not something that's going to sell by itself. It'll sit on the shelves, dude. A snowmobile will not sell.
Yep.
Snow
but
shit's
to
a
a
hard
snow
sell.
theme with this, that would make more sense.
Yeah, I feel like we have to expand on that. Maybe let's get real fucking crazy and throw two vehicles. Do a Cobra vehicle. Do like a versus. You know.
I just don't know how they're going to justify the price. Looking at this, like it's an $80 to $100 vehicle for a HasLab.
I don't know. This is I almost want to go live next week, like that night after.
I mean,
just
I could join in on my phone. I'll have headphones with me, but I'm going to be out of town on vacation. So
yeah, that's cool.
Let's
save it.
I definitely am interested to see what the fallout will be.
I mean, people are going to be negative about it regardless. I'm more interested in the vehicle, but again, it's got to be at lower price, and then all the extra figures we need to do better. Like I was disappointed in the Rattler that we only got 3 figures instead of 4, like we've gotten with the other with HasLabs.
Yep.
You know, and. Dude, I just don't want shitty snow repaints of characters. Like, I don't want Snake Eyes in a coat. I don't want Duke in a coat, Scarlet in a coat. I would much rather have a snow steel core that I would want, or a snow green shirt.
That's the problem. Whatever you're going to get snow, you're probably not going to want.
Robert Redford colored snow job.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're going to get fucking Snow Job's jacket with Duke's head on it.
They could do Polar Bazooka. I mean, but see, that's all boring.
Yeah.
But we don't need that. Though.
No, we don't. So I'm joking because I'm a bazooka mark.
You know,
but realistically,
honestly,
that's a wasted slot on a HasLab.
You do a polar fit, every single one of them wore that same jacket.
Okay, hear me out. We could put the V3 Stalker,
or
where he's got the winter coat and the kayak. That could work in this.
Guys, what if we finally break the bounds of classified animation and they do Quinn the Bounty Hunter?
Quinn would work.
Never had a 1/12 scale toy.
I think Quinn would have to be one
you can reuse a bigger body.
He could fit,
and it's an exclusive
international
it's an exclusive that's never been made, and it checks a box.
I actually have images of
Quinn. A lot of people want Quinn from the comics.
I actually have images of Quinn that I didn't upload into this. Right. But he would be, and that's why I was trying to think of an international Joe that could be, because who did we get in the Dragonfly? Glenda. We got Glenda, and that's why I'm like, is there anybody snow related that was international? And I couldn't find one. But Quinn is a character that everybody wants a figure of, and we've only had him one time in the Retaliation line.
Yep.
Kayak Stalker is a mainline release? I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
Kayak Stalker is a 2-pack for PulseCon for the summer with fishing bazooka. Hey, I'll message Lenny right now
just
on Instagram.
Just make fishing bazooka, ice fishing bazooka, and throw them both in here.
No, I want Divorced Dad Bazooka as its own figure, okay? Thank you very much.
I like the Snowcat. This is a vehicle that I would be interested in. I don't
the
personally believe
extras are really going to determine how it goes.
I need lights. I don't need a bunch of stupid snow characters.
Those lights are just to fleece you for more money.
And that's the thing.
I just really think this is a $100 release that they're going to disappoint me with.
That's going to be $250 by the time it's out.
Yeah, this should be vamp tier, honestly.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah. At most $150.
The HasLab is to shoot for the moon, not to just make a mainline release.
I think this is going to be over $300.
That's insane. Though it's gonna be as much as a Rattler was without even as much.
It's not going to be Rattler expensive, but I think it's going to be more than the
They
Hands.
need to, if they're going to do, they need to include the polar bear or something to make people's jaw.
Or surprise, HasLab 2-pack. It's the Snowcat and the Wolf together in
Well,
a
that's
box.
what I'm saying. Do a Cobra Wolf. Do a versus set.
Yeah,
because a Cobra Wolf is small too.
Yeah, that would make sense, but that would blow the price out of the.
And I would.
Absolutely.
I don't give a fuck
plus.
how much a Cobra Wolf would cost. I'd buy the shit out of that. That's my favorite vehicle ever.
It would. Steve's right though. It would absolutely exasperate the price of this.
Yeah, but that's what they want. I don't know. I've seen nothing but negative about this, man. And anytime, like, there's just people.
It's iconic, but it's also boring.
So, again, I'm a weirdo. I prefer the Tiger Force version.
Yeah, they even did a green version.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they did a green version for, I don't know, was it around the 25th anniversary line?
Leo, did you just say you prefer the Tiger Force version of the Arctic vehicle?
Yes.
You're absolutely insane. You're out of pocket for that one.
No, it's fucking cool, dude.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
There's just not a lot of playability with this thing. I had the Tiger Force version as a kid, and it was just, I don't know.
You put two guys in it. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Drive it around.
The missile launcher breaks immediately, so that's always broke.
I mean, I just like I never had this one. Just for me, it would be one that they would randomly be cruising around in the cartoon. Like,
I think it's cool. It's in the movie.
Yeah,
it looks. Cool.
I think it looks neat. I'm down. Like, they can do a really nice one in Classified. I just don't think they need to do a HasLab.
Yeah, I don't think
do
we need to
HasLab.
overpay for it.
If we're doing HasLab, you really gotta like step it up. And we don't. I don't need lights.
No, lights don't do it for me, man.
The lights do nothing for me. And I don't want a bunch of snow characters, man. So, like I said, we're getting him.
Yep.
We're getting him.
Guaranteed.
I don't throw him in. He needs to be mainline released. Let's
Tell
get
him to
crazy.
be on his own.
Give me fucking V2 because I'm cool with
weird.
that. Get weird with it, and then throw in Quinn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see Quinn being a part of this set.
Yeah. Get weird with it. It would also be the first time we've ever had a HasLab that includes non-faction specific characters, because Quinn was a Cobra hired bad guy. So, you know.
Yeah, I just don't know where they're going with it. But
nope.
These images aren't very great. Are there any other leaked images for this? Or
no, those are the only two that have circulated.
Okay.
But those two tell me a lot.
Yup.
So what is this back here, though?
That is a vamp, or maybe it's a sting. Might be a vamp.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be a vamp, actually. Yeah.
Because this is the ass end of it, and that's why I'm just like, what is...
Yeah.
You're right. Huh. Yeah, because the treads end right where the treads
here.
end on the toy. Yeah.
I should have spun this so I could see this better.
No, it's okay. It is a vamp on the back, though, so it doesn't look like it's going to be...
It's not going to be big.
Yeah, it doesn't
It'll
look
be a little
big.
bit bigger than the vamp. It's going to probably be a 1-for-1 with, be able to hang on the back of it to, like, ride, or you'll be able to hang on the side, or two guys
Watch.
in front.
They're going to stretch the bed out more so you can put a guy behind the rocket launcher, maybe, but that wouldn't
That's
make
why I'm
sense.
saying, like, put the snowmobile in there.
No, it's going to
have
just
that
be
drop
for the,
down, and they can put a fucking snowmobile
It's
there.
just going to be for the fucking rocket pod. That's all it's going to be for.
I hope not.
And it's going to be an attachment that you plug into it.
Yeah, well.
Because that way they cheap out, instead of molding one solid piece, it's going to be an extra piece to,
I want, like,
quote unquote,
rocket pod. Move the rocket pod up here, okay? Like, have the mount here, and then have this tailgate drop down. You can put a snowmobile up here and have guys man it from up here.
Sadly, that ain't
a little more usability.
It would work because it's going to be a peg that you can take out and you can have a flat piece there to pop down. But I just don't see them unless they actually make it with the ski-mobile. I don't see them doing it.
Forgive me if I'm wrong and illiterate, because I never owned this as a kid. Because again, this was all stuff before me. This isn't piloted by a normal seat. People like lay down flat on their guts to pilot.
No, this is a normal seat.
Got it.
That's the one they lay down is the one with cross country.
Yeah,
God, okay, you
that's
understood.
Havoc.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Which that's not coming.
So then this just holds 2 people.
Yeah, this is just a 2-seater.
Huh.
I should have got more images. I apologize.
Would have people like to have gotten this? Because that's the one where you lay down. Like, would you rather have had this than that?
I honestly would have rather had the Snowcat. I think the Snowcat looks cooler.
Yeah, that's too
That's
goofy.
part of it too. Like, this vehicle is cool, but it's not the best thing in the world. I don't know. Even the Snowcat, I just feel like they could have picked something else.
Dude, I want the fucking
that
was
looks
it the
cool
mobile
for
bunker?
show, but it doesn't look cool for for a toy.
The weird tank thing that they used in the Deke cartoon.
Oh, the base, like the mobile mega base.
No, the mobile battle bunker, and it looks like a fucking horseshoe crab, but it folds back and it's got rockets that come out the front.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, the mobile battle bunker. They used the shit out of that in the Deke cartoon, and in my mind, it's like the G.I. Joe's anti-hiss. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I kind of always wanted.
I actually have an animation cell from that. That's
no
funny.
shit. No shit. Yeah.
So
I love
the
that
animation cell of that. I like that vehicle.
One I've had. That's one I had as a kid, and I just fucking love it. It looks
because it just pops up. The action on it's awesome. It's like missiles pop right out.
Pops out, and there's rockets, but then there's seats. Like the guys can be like in the bottom driving, guys on the back. Like
it's got guns on the side.
Yeah, it's a cool little. It's like a hermit. It's like a horseshoe crab.
Yeah,
it reminds me of.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is probably going to be a little bit disappointing Monday, but
I hope not.
Let's hope they.
I'd like to lean onto the positive side, but also
they also
I know it's
said in the stream to get your grape soda ready. Not when they were talking about the HasLab, but just talking about more Joe stuff down the road. They said, get your grape soda ready. It could be just a tease because Cold Slither is going to be heavily featured at SDCC.
Makes sense.
I'm hoping because the Thunder Machine in this has been rumored for over a year.
I wish it was the Thunder Machine.
But again, both of these were supposed to be mainline releases, retail vehicles.
Yeah.
Like this was listed like over a year ago. Same with the Thunder Machine,
as things that don't need to be HasLabs.
And they said that they were small enough to be retail, and now we're getting it in HasLab.
Well, buzzword tariffs.
Fuck this, I don't care.
No, I know, but that's going to be their argument, where it's like,
which is
under
bullshit,
circumstances,
it's bullshit at this point. It's bullshit at this point
because it's all over. Like, we're still not in the best part with it, but it's still all over, so we're good.
Yeah.
It's lower than it was, guys.
Exactly. Vehicles should not have to be HasLabs to get made now. It's not what tariffs did.
No.
Right.
Also,
they have a direct-to-consumer website. There's no reason why you can't put these up for 1 month. And
you made Sentinels and Dragon Man made to order without needing to crowdfund them.
Exactly. And those took way more money to make.
You could you could made to order this and not have to HasLab it.
Yep.
And guess what? If it was a made to order, I'd probably be more inclined to back than I am to back a HasLab.
I mean, the All-Striker really isn't much smaller or less than this vehicle. If you think about it, the All-Striker comes with a little bit more playability, too. It has pieces you can take off. You can take off the roll cage. You can have two different versions. It has the rocket on the top.
It holds 3 guys instead of 2.
I mean, it's just kind of, it doesn't make sense to me that we're buying that retail, but the Snowcat better come with something that blows our way.
Perfect example, the fucking Vamp. The Vamp on itself sold for $100.
Maybe they did it only knowing that they could release so many versions of it that they would make the money back. I don't know.
That makes sense because we did immediately get a Vamp recolor, like almost less than.
Yes, you get the Vamp, you get the Stinger, you can get the Vamp 2, and then they can do another version too.
The Stinger was just $50 on Amazon like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
It's Stinger didn't sell that well. People want if they need to do a Vamp Mark II, or get the was it the Tiger Force version of it?
I also think of Stinger was a little too soon comparatively to the release of the Vamp.
I just don't think people like the one-to-one recolors of the vehicles. They want the more unique
faction-specific vehicles
right now.
I also think they underproduced the Vamp and overproduced the Stinger.
I agree.
Yes,
I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think the Vamp got not a lot of drop because they didn't know how well it would sell.
Yep. Then they found out it went crazy, so they're like, "Oh shit, we better do a ton."
They played it too conservatively on the Vamp, and then they
doubled down on the
hardcore
Stinger and
and then they ate crow on that one because
I actually really like the Stinger.
I think Stinger's awesome.
I do too. It's one of my favorite.
But I'm not a Cobra guy, so I didn't have a need for it.
I actually wish I had another one of those ATVs. I only have.
Oh, the ferret?
Yeah, one ferret.
Yeah.
I should have got 2.
We never got a tiger pod, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. There you go.
But I never saw that one going because I would have bought a couple more of them if I saw it go on sale. But I never.
Those sold out and never came back.
Yeah.
People still want Sabertooth like desperately, but that never came back.
They were a pain in the ass to get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
Target exclusive shit. Man.
I know it's adjacent to this, but it has been confirmed that if you did not secure that Marvel vs. Capcom Psylocke Thanos pack, they're not making more. So when they go to retail, you better pray you find one because after that they're gone. They don't plan to do another production run on that run.
Yeah,
the capsule
all
moves
those
on
to figures aren't going to be
one and done.
Massive.
Yep, they're not gonna shelf sit. They're doing enough to sell, and then they're gonna move to the next Gamerverse,
which has kind of been how a lot of the Legends have been lately. Like,
yes, everything running goes.
They don't really hang around a lot.
Yeah,
and yes, people are like, "Well, I see this guy at Ollie's." Yeah, a couple of them don't sell and get
not every
clearance.
None of my Ollies have gotten Legends in over a year.
No, but more often than not, when it's gone, it's gone. Look at Power Princess. Everyone said that wave was going to shelf sit the Void wave.
Yeah,
she goes for $200, and people can't finish their Void bath because she has both the legs.
Both of those Spooky Boys waves, dude.
Yep.
Went for
Sabu is a wave that people can't get because Cable and Marrow and everybody else and all these clearance chicken people are now clamoring and begging for stuff to come back.
Oh, especially and Hasbro now, and they can't get them guys. Yeah,
Hasbro's clearly said it's all forward, not backwards. We can't rerun stuff till later. Right now, production is hard set to go how it's going. So, like, you know, it's just how it is.
They just reran somebody lately, though. Was it the Replica Card Green Goblin? Something like that? There was just a rerun of somebody, like, years later.
Yeah.
I don't know, but, I mean, I'll talk about this next week.
Yeah. Sorry, Joe Show went on. I apologize.
It's fine.
Gotta say one last thing. Legends news. Ryan Ting got let go today.
Who?
Ryan Ting, the head marketing guy for Marvel Legends brand, got let go today unceremoniously. His position was made. What's the? Hold on.
Is that the guy that always posts on Twitter?
Yeah.
No, but he's the guy that's on every stream. He's one of the two guys.
Okay.
Yeah. And I quote, his position was eliminated completely. And it was abrupt, unceremonious, just immediate, you're gone. And he posted this like halfway through the workday.
Man. Hasbro's cutting mad jobs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing to make up for the work.
Right. Subbing it out, I guess. I think they just sub everything out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lay them off and then bring them back on as a subcontractor.
It's fucking wild, dude. We have no word yet as to, like, if Dan is still good because he hasn't posted anything.
Who's Dan? So, the guy on Twitter?
The other guy, the guy that's on Twitter that's always doing the... Yeah.
Yeah, but the one that's probably most active on Twitter.
Yeah, the one that's actually active on his social media accounts. But, like, it's still, like, shitty because he's been with the brand for 10 years. He was a big part of the marketing push of where Legends are today.
He always is posting about it, and he takes the shit, too.
Yeah. And, like, this dude genuinely loved his brand.
Yeah.
So it's a bummer.
Not to pivot back again.
No, you're fine. I just figured it'd be worth mentioning.
SDCC, are you in for that Cold Slither set?
I am not, but I know people are.
I am. I just hope I can get it. Won't kill me to get it.
I'm still trying to figure out. I'm waiting to hear from my brother. I might be boots on the ground at Comic-Con. I know Leo already asked me to do my best to try and get him one of those at the con.
I'm now having second thoughts on it.
Tight. Well, then, Steve, I'm probably definitely still gonna hit Hasbro because Leo's gonna want me to do my best to get
I
him
need
the
other
glow in the
stuff.
dark Ecto Ghostbusters stuff. So if you're cool with it, Steven, if I can, I'll pick one up for you.
Yeah.
And I work in a shipping department, so I'll
Yeah.
see what I can do for you.
Keep me posted, man. PayPal ready.
I will
No,
let
I'm
everybody
just
know.
not. So my logic is, if I get them, I need to set up another little display for them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. It's not just a put on the shelf set.
Yeah, it's like their own little thing.
I just don't want to miss out on them. Like, even if I don't have space for them now, I want to make sure I have them.
Kind of like that. So that's where I'm like, I just know they're going to be expensive.
Yes, they're going to go up in price,
and it's going to be valuable. Yeah. That's why I keep going back and forth.
Yep.
Because there's so many other things. Like that damn Jurassic Park set was just revealed, and I really want to get Buck. I really want that green T-Rex.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my stuff focused. Trying.
Was trying to get focused, but now I'm like getting more retro stuff and more 3 3/4 stuff, and I'm like, fuck.
Yep.
It's bad. It's bad. Oh, Nico left us.
Oh, we lost Nico.
We did. But we're getting ready to end this anyway. So I just now realized I have the.
What happens on Monday?
Dude, yeah, that's gonna be weird. There's so much fucking negativity in the toy. Like, well, I mean, I shared like my kind of little pitch the other day, and like you commented, and then you do bring a lot of heat in the Joe community. There's a lot of people that like to jump in and say things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And like you've apologized to me sometimes, and I apologize to you. I don't mean to start anything. I just try to have talks, but man, some people just act like they fucking know everything too. Like I posted a screenshot from the unboxing, and it showed all the decals, and I was like, "Yo, check it out, Red Shadows sticker set in that decal set." And you get the guys that are like, "Oh, well, actually," and it's like, "Yeah, I understand that, but."
Yeah, they're trying to rectify the straightforwardness of why it's in there instead of just.
I'm like, is it just that nod, or are we like still? Because I kind of thought, like, okay, they do technically own certain aspects of Red Shadows, but Red Shadows is now under Skeletron as well. Yep. So, and that's I've asked. No one can give me an answer. Who actually owns what? Like, who can make who?
Yeah.
When it comes to that, and but
I don't think Hasbro will be making it though.
I don't think they will either because they're. I mean, if we can't get Hooded Cobra Commander, we're definitely not going to get guys that look like space Nazis.
Yep.
But, I mean, I thought that was a cool nod. If it's just a nod, cool. But, like, why would they throw that in there if it's not just a nod?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a thing. It's...
Yeah, I mean, like I said, for this stuff, I definitely am like, man, I support the line, so I get to have a say. You know what I mean? I buy the stuff, so I want to make sure I'm voicing my opinion, right or wrong. I'm not trying to start arguments, but man, they better bring the heat Monday.
No, I don't want to fight, and I'll probably not even read any of the comments in the YouTube stream just because those guys are fucking terrible.
Some of that stuff is entertaining. I can't believe how over the top people are.
And like I know I can just imagine there's certain like YouTube TikTokers, Instagram people that are going to be my feed automatically. Oh, I can't believe they did this end of the Joe line, and it's like shut the fuck up. Like
that ain't the case. No matter what happens, it won't be the end of the Joe line.
No,
sure.
No. It might be the snow shit's always a hard sell, so it might not get funded unless it's really cheap.
No, it'll get funded no matter what.
You think people just buy into it to flip it or regardless?
Yes,
because I see a lot of
they don't want to not have their snowcat.
I see a lot of hungry Rattler fans right now.
Yeah, FOMO. You'll see it. It'll get funded no matter what it comes with. It'll get funded. So
I was watching that video and I was like, I don't know where to put this plane. But like I'm keeping the plane, keeping Wild Weasel. Baroness and my gunner are definitely gonna be going up for sale.
Nice. Okay.
I don't need them. I'll get some money back for them.
Yeah, I mean, I keep thinking every time I get one of these giant pieces, like it's swallowing up more space. So it's like you can only take too much.
I really just got that because it's so iconic. I like Wild Weasel. But dude, we've talked about this before. Outside of land vehicles, I don't think I would be in anymore. So boats and air vehicles. like, what am I going to do with them? With the land vehicles, you can set them up as in the display. The air vehicles, you hang it or you put one guy in it, put it on a stand.
Yeah.
The boat's kind of the same thing, but the land, you can have it there, have a bunch of guys standing around it, like loaded up, geared up, and it works.
Yeah. I don't know. My son's still young enough. We play with the stuff, so it's like I at least get to play with it. Like open, like Hose Rattler will play with his hisses.
Oh yeah, my Skeletron is on the table downstairs. Yeah. You know, we're constantly down there playing with that and posing it. And that's what I'm like, man. I kind of want to just make a table and just have like a battle scene for my Joes just set up and then just moves around, stick it to just roll the table over to the side when we're done playing and just leave it there. It'll work. But yeah, we're getting ready to get timed out here. So, dude, thanks again for hanging out.
Of course.
Appreciate it. Sorry it's taken so long. Things have been crazy.
Nah, I'm just hoping things are good for you on your end. So
things are looking good, you know? Things are looking good. I'll talk more about that later. We're running out of time now. So
yeah, man.
Thanks for checking it out, guys. We'll talk to y'all later.
Later.